fehlt noch ein bisschen was. Warte mal, Shop. Ich wollte eigentlich nichts mehr ausgeben, aber ich meine, ich habe bis 1.3, ne? Da pfeife ich jetzt drauf. Wir kaufen jetzt 4. Ups. Und nutzen das. Da. Ab und zu mal was ausgeben geht schon. Puh. Go. Ich meine, wird eh nix, aber man kann ja noch hoffen. Ab und zu, irgendwann wird schon mal was kommen. Ach ja. Verdammt. Aber da wird es auch Waffen geben, ne? Das ist auch nicht geil. Alter. Wie lange willst du mich noch auf die Folter spannen? Ach, warum denn die Aster? Details ansehen. Ist es das, wo ich sehe, wie oft ich jetzt... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5... 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 31? Hä? 2, 4, 5. Wir haben 31. Ah, ganz am Anfang musste ich es, glaube ich, testen, ne? War das nicht? Das beträgt die Grundchance 5 Sterne Figuren und Lichtkegel zu halten 0,6. Die Grundchance 5 Sterne Figuren zu halten 0,3 und die Grundchance 5 Sterne Lichtkegel zu... Die Gesamtchance mit Garantie 5 Sterne Figuren und Lichtkegel zu halten beträgt 1,6 alle 90 Warp. Garantiert. Was? Hä? Warte mal, besonderes Detail. 5 Sterne Lichtkegel erhältst du unsterbliches Sternenlicht 40. Falls du eine 5 Sterne Figur erhältst, die du bereits besitzt. Beim 2. bis 7. Mal, wenn du dieselbe Figur erhältst, wird sie ein Eidolon und ach so. Ja. Das ist das übliche Zeug halt. Warte mal, was war da jetzt? Fuck, ist das weg. Figur. Hier. Eidolon. Ah, ich hab's ja schon mal, ne? Wenn erst das Aufladestapel für die nächste Runde nicht verringert. Relikte. Spuren. Ah, wir haben auch für sie noch keine Relikte, ne? Wie viel Geld haben wir eigentlich? 974. Achso, jetzt müssen wir die Figur erstmal aufleveln, ne? Alter, wir haben so viel. 1 davon. 30 davon. Jetzt könnte ich die auch auf 40 hochtun, ne? Ja. Oh, warte mal, kriege ich auf 30 was? Ihr verarscht mich gerade. Also bei den anderen habe ich es wahrscheinlich schon geholt, ne? Ja. Meine Kindheit. Ein Lichtkegel. Verursacht einen Schaden des Trägers durch Standangriffe und Fertigkeiten 35. Ja, zählen die Konter aber nicht mit rein, ne? Verstärken. Habe ich eigentlich Bündel noch irgendwas? Nee. Aufsteigen. Ah, da ist es zum Aufsteigen. Jetzt haben wir die 2 Sachen nämlich gemacht. Hä? War das nicht hier im Guide was? Oh, es waren 4 Stück jeweils. Trailblaze-Mission, die Rückkehr ab. Das ist das nächste Ding. Vergessene Halle. Alter. Was ist denn das? Ein Eisbär? Das ist immer ziemlich viel Gewurschtel. Okay. Ich hau mal jetzt kurz das ganze Harz raus. Da drücke ich jetzt auf Pause. Und mach mal diese Blütenkelche. Oder mache ich das Zeug? Warte mal, wir müssen mal kurz was schauen. Figuren. Nicht aufsteigen. Lichtkegel. Verstärken. Hab ich. Verstärken. Hab ich. Verstärken. Hab ich auch. Hätte ich hier genauso. Okay. Habe ich eigentlich, der einen Lichtangriff hat? Eis. Wind. Eis. Feuer. So Licht habe ich gar nicht, ne? Schweinerei. Ja, das ist schon Wind. Ja, muss ich dann einmal... Ich steige das dann auch... Ich lasse die... Namenlose Erde. Verwende 300.000 Credits. Okay, das ist jetzt nichts Besonderes. Nein. Nein, weg da. Psst. Was war denn da eigentlich nochmal? Nach Hochstufen verfügbar. Achso, da... Ja, wenn ich da hinkomme. Die schauen auch ganz witzig aus, aber die braucht halt kein Schwein, Alter. Das andere waren wenigstens Einrichtungsgegenstände. So, jetzt gibt's eine Pause und wir sehen uns dann wieder, wenn ich mein Trailblaze-Zeug verbraucht habe und irgendeinen anderen Scheiß halt meine Figuren aufgelevelt habe. Bis gleich. So, da bin ich wieder. Hat gar nicht allzu lang gedauert und ich habe jetzt 4 Figuren auf 40, eine auf 34, wobei wir die jetzt eventuell noch hochbekommen. Weil ich jetzt nämlich mein ganzes Trailblaze in das Zeug gesteckt habe. Alter, nennen wir es Harz, Alter. Es ist Harz wie bei Genshin, Mann. Ich weiß, es ist Trailblaze, es ist trotzdem Harz. Waffen auf 40. Ich habe jetzt die genommen, alle, damit ich elektrisch und Feuer noch habe. Und... Ja, genau. Ich bin jetzt hier gekommen und er hat gemeint, das Spiegel ist immer noch da. Ich wollte eigentlich bei Bonbon bloß mein Zeug abholen, aber der ist irgendwie immer noch traurig. Was ist los? Komm mir nicht zu nahe. Dann dich geärgert zu haben, was ist denn ein Problem? Das war ziemlich verletzend, was du gerade gesagt hast. Das war nicht Pompoms Absicht, tut Pompom sehr leid. Nun nicht, okay, dann komm doch bitte her, ich benötige deine Hilfe. Kannst du mir deine Hand geben und mich hochziehen? Im Moment kannst du mich hochziehen, meine Beine sind taub geworden, ich kann mich nicht mehr bewegen. Soll ich dich auf meinem Rücken tragen? Tragen, vergiss es, das ist wirklich nicht nötig. Diese Schlamassel kann leider nur mir selbst die Schuld geben, Sensoras, hilf mir bitte. Steckst deine Hände aus dem Pompom heraufzuziehen, irgendwann durch das Ernten von Karotten. Was? Dank deiner Hilfe kann Pompom endlich seine Beine bewegen. Hä? Das ergibt doch jetzt gar keinen Sinn. Verspannter Pompom. Hat taube Beine, hilf ihm. Das ist eine Trailblaze-Stufe. Danke. Wüsste ich jetzt besser? Wer hätte gedacht, dass die Beine beim Schlaf taub werden können? Ist aber auch zu aufreizend. Überhaupt nicht. Ich war einfach viel zu müde und bin im Stehen eingenickt. Danke, so versprich mir bitte, dass du niemandem davon erzählst. Sonst raste ich nämlich völlig aus. Vergiss das bitte nicht. Okay. Warum ist er jetzt weg? Läuft er mir hinterher? Bist du irgendwas?
Sounds nice. If only I could go out on expeditions with you.
Pompom, der Express und seine Reise. Achso, mehr war es gar nicht. Okay. Mission. Reinigung in der Dunkelheit da draußen. Navigieren.
Don't worry, Mr. Svarog. We'll be safe here.
Jetzt können wir ziemlich auf die Kacke hauen hier. So, Sampo, let's go.
Well, my friends, are you ready to...
Los geht's.
Wonderful. Remember to bring enough food and drink to refuel on the way. We have a lot of steps to climb.
Ja, ja. Oh, sie taucht bei ihr auf.
Mother, I have returned.
Rania, I thought... I thought I'd lost you.
Du hast sie ja auch verloren. Nur nicht so verloren, wie du meinst.
Where were you? Are you hurt? I'll fetch the butler right away.
No, there's no need. I don't want to see Sebas right now. Sorry, Mother. I'm fine, really. I just got into a few skirmishes down in the underworld, but nothing I couldn't handle.
The underworld. Oh, I see.
Uh-oh.
In that case, report everything you saw. Commander Bronya.
After the failed pursuit at Backwater Pass, the wanted outsiders and I were somehow taken to the underworld. Because of the difficult situation we were in, we formed a temporary alliance to help the residents of the underworld resolve a few issues of survival. We also defeated an ancient robot known as Svarog and learned some truths about the Stellaron.
I'm listening. Go on.
Madam Cocolia, it is my firm belief that the visitors from beyond the sky are not the villains we had imagined before. I witnessed them take up arms in the name of justice and risk their lives for the sake of others. I can also ascertain that they did come for the Stellaron, but only to relieve the disaster it has brought upon Belobog. Mother, you've always known the truth about the Stellaron, haven't you? Well, the responsibility of bearing that truth will fall upon me one day. Such is the burden of being guardian, to carry these secrets for eternity. So, I ask you to forgive my defiance, but I believe that the order to dispatch the outsiders was a mistake. To solve the problems brought on by the Stellaron, the architects waited hundreds of years, and those outsiders may be the...
Enough!
What?
Arrogant. Ignorant. Oh, you disappoint me, Bronya. You merely glimpsed the tip of the iceberg, and now you think you know everything. You spend a short time with that underworld scum, and suddenly you have the audacity to question my orders?
Oh.
Guards! Take Bronya.
They are not scum. My entire life, everything you ever kept from me. I remember it clearly now. This time I am standing my ground, Madam Guardian. And please, stop dismissing me with vague excuses. Tell me what you have seen. What exactly it is you are hiding. Why do you send the Silvermane guards to die in the Fragmentum? Why have you abandoned the people of the underworld? And why? Why did you have that sudden change of mind?
I see. I knew this moment would come sooner or later. I just didn't expect it would be so soon. You want to know why I gave those orders? Is that right? Do you believe you're ready to learn the truth?
Yes. I am ready. Mother.
Lass sie nicht so nah auf dich zukommen.
Then come with me, Bronya. It is time you heard it. The voice of this dying world.
Alter, das Papier da im Hintergrund. Die macht ihre Arbeit nicht richtig, wenn da hinten im Hintergrund so ein riesiger Papierstapel ist. Ja, und die Stimme halt.
Oh, we're finally back. I forgot what fresh air tasted like.
Wonach schmeckt sie?
Freedom. Cold. Mainly cold, actually. Let's go. Where's our next stop? We should find somewhere to put our feet up. As long as it's not Goethe Hotel again.
Classic unreliable Sampo. He probably guessed we'd ask where his hiding place was. No sooner are we back in the administrative district than he sneaks off.
Wir sollten uns in aller Öffentlichkeit verstecken auf zum Hotel. Wahre Freunde kennt man in der Not. Finden wir Landau. Zu Hause ist doch am schönsten, zurück in den Express. Finden wir
The
Landau.
bro or the sis? If you're talking about Japard, we should be careful. He's a top Silvermane guard. He'd probably get a medal for every one of us he brought in. Don Hung, what do you think?
I think it'd be best to pay a visit to Serval Landau.
So, you think we should avoid Japard for the time being, right?
He's an elite officer of the Silvermane Guards. It wouldn't be easy to get to him. Besides, if he hasn't been persuaded by Branya's letter, we'd be walking right into the lion's den.
Makes sense. Guess we better head over to Serval's workshop then?
But we must keep a low profile. We're still wanted fugitives.
What's wrong, Zila?
Nothing. It's just a little... new.
Die kennt den Himmel nicht mal.
The last time I was on the surface,
Oh.
I was still a child. I have no memory of any of this. The overworld and the underworld. We've been cut off for so long. I'm okay. Let's go.
Okay.
There are so many Silvermane guards on patrol. Is it usually like this?
In der heißen Morgensonne, Reinigung der Dunkelheit.
No. I don't remember the security being this tight last time. Might have something to do with us. The Supreme Guardian has probably learned of our arrival already. Branya.
Es ist unser scheiß Steckbrief, Alter. Sein Ausdruck, starkes, schonungsloses Porträt. Oder besser gesagt, ein Steckbrief. Die abgebildete Person ist überwiegend grau-weiß, androgyn und blickt dich mit einem Ausdruck lauwarmer Leblosigkeit direkt an. An der Hand, der einen Baseballschläger hält, erkennt man sofort, wer gemeint ist. Du beschließt, das Bild zu entfernen, Bellobock zuliebe und dir zuliebe. Wie geil, was sagen die Bildhorn dazu? Hey, warte, ich kann mit denen noch reden? Bellobock zuliebe entfernst du das Ding.
Come around and have a look.
Who is it? Shop's closed today. You'll have to come back tomorrow.
Die Heizungsreparateure.
I remember. The three outsiders. Wait, why are you still strolling around the city? Do you know the Silvermane guards are looking all over for you? Quick, act natural and get inside. Don't get spotted.
All right, you'll be safe here. My workshop has pretty good soundproofing and barely anyone comes in. Just what crime did you commit exactly? They recalled a bunch of guards from the front line to track you down. It's unprecedented. Now they're patrolling the whole city and everyone's in a panic.
Oh, we just...
Not yet, March. Branya said we could trust you completely.
You mean to say you don't trust me completely? Good. That's smart of you. But you needn't worry. Kokolia and I aren't even on speaking terms. It was her that ejected me from the Architects. I refuse to stand with her. I don't believe you guys would do anything bad. And the Architects are gonna need conclusive and publicly available evidence for me to think otherwise. Besides, I know the Architects, and if they did have any evidence, they would have released it by now. I know Kokolia's style. Get everyone into a frenzy first. Most people in a frenzy don't stop to ponder the details.
Was hat der jetzt hast du nachgedacht? Kennst du Kokolia gut?
You could say that. We were like sisters once, inseparable. Of course, that was all before she became the Supreme Guardian. These days, I just spend my time fixing things in this workshop and playing music. It's a pretty carefree existence. If I'm not careful, I'll start boring you all with sob stories from the past. Let's get back to you guys. If long-lost Branya told you to come here, you must have something important to tell me. You can trust me.
I know our paths have only crossed once before, but my intuition tells me you guys are good people. And I've got good intuition, by the way.
Können wohl gleich die ganze Geschichte erzählen.
Ooh, I'm the best storyteller. Let me.
Try not to embellish the facts.
Die übertreibt wohl gerne. Jetzt erzählt, was ihr in der Unterwelt erlebt habt und was ihr über Stellaron wisst. Ihr gebt ihr außerdem Bronjas Brief.
So that's what's been happening. No wonder we hadn't heard from Bronya recently. After all these years in isolation and without a single word from below, this is what's become of the underworld? I believe you. There's no way you could have invented all those twists and turns. What's more, we have Miss Zila here as living proof. As for the Stellaron, I know why Bronya got you to find me.
Na, wenn die bei den Architekten war, weiß die, wo es ist, oder?
When I was still one of the architects working in the scientific research division, I was researching the Stellaron. I never thought I'd hear that word again after being expelled by the architects. Come on, I'll tell you everything.
Das hättest du auch gleich machen können, ohne dass ich noch 5 Meter laufen muss. Werkzeugkiste. Das heißt, dass die Fähigkeit, Werkzeug herzustellen und zu benutzen, der Hauptunterschied zwischen Mensch und Tier ist.
Only a very few people in Belobog know of the existence of the Stellaron. Those that do would never associate it with the Fragmentum or Eternal Freeze. But according to the data recorded in that robot, Svarog, the architects dug out the truth long ago. The research results were purposely hidden away to ensure that the outside world would never know of them. Just my luck. Out of all the research topics I could have chosen, I insisted on the Stellaron. It's clear now that anyone who wanted to get closer to the truth would have been expelled or abandoned. Maybe I should be thanking Kokolia. All she did was push me out. She could have decided to take a more permanent measure.
Viel weißt du über das Stellaron?
I figured out that the Stellaron and the Fragmentum were linked, so I was already close to the truth. It's a shame that the architects ejected me before I could discover that the source of the Fragmentum was the Stellaron itself. Before I lost my position, I was applying for permission to survey the Stellaron directly. It was my research topic, but I'd never even set eyes on it. My research was all based on historical data and lab simulations. Not long after I submitted my preliminary report and application, I received my punishment. It was obvious that somebody didn't want my research to continue.
Weißt du, was Kokolias Ziel ist?
Kokolia... It's been so many years since we last spoke. We were great friends once. There was nothing we wouldn't share. She became a completely different person when she took on the Supreme Guardianship. The convictions she once held, her enthusiasm, it was like they were drawn out of her by some mysterious force. She gave the order to expel me herself and refused to see me. I never understood that behavior, and I gave up trying to use logic to work it out a long time ago. Sometimes I even wonder whether she really did become a different person. Is that possible? Perhaps there's a single guardian consciousness that gets handed down from generation to generation. And the real Kokolia has already vanished. Is she being compelled by previous generations of guardians to make such baffling decisions? Who knows? But this might make for good songwriting material.
Können wir mit Gepard sprechen?
Gepard? Not a chance. He's a decent guy, but also famously uncompromising. For my brother, orders are more important than anything. Even if you stuck Bronya's letter to his forehead, he wouldn't be swayed.
Habe ich mir gedacht.
You need to choose your words carefully if you want to persuade him of something. It might be best if I talk to him. Though, I'd need a strategy first.
Weißt du, wo das Stellaron ist?
Yes. I never observed it directly, but I used lab simulations and outbound surveys to establish a rough location. According to the survey results, the Stellaron is likely to the north of Belobog, somewhere in the vast snow plains.
We must locate it as soon as possible. Ideally before Kokolia takes action. Can you tell us the way?
Not a problem. I was thinking the same thing. But I'm afraid telling you might not be enough. The area to the north of Belobog has been more or less swallowed up by the Fragmentum. If you want to get to the northern snow plains, you'll need to get past the Silvermane Guard restricted zone on the front lines first. Even if you get past the restricted zone in one piece, you'll have a whole heap of Fragmentum to deal with.
Der Sperrgebiet?
Yes. That's where the main force of the Silvermane Guards is stationed. They've consolidated their position there in order to resist the encroaching Fragmentum.
It sounds like the three of us and Zila might not be enough. Why don't we go back underground and get Wildfire to come with us?
I fear we may not have the time.
Hey, enough pessimism. Back in my official capacity days, I spent a lot of time in the north. I got to know the soldiers and officers on the front line very well. This calls for brainwaves, not brawn waves. How about I take you over myself?
Really? Great! Phew. It's less scary if someone you know is leading the way.
I want to see the Stellaron too, you know. It was my research topic for over a decade. You don't get that many decades in life. That's settled then. There's no time to lose. We should head out as soon as you're ready.
Okay, let's go. Uh-oh. Give up.
Darn it! I forgot my brother said he'd be around today. Find somewhere to hide, quick! I'll handle him. Chapard! It's you! I didn't think you'd have the time to visit with things so tense on the front line.
Things are manageable. The latest wave of monster attacks has slowed. I'm back in the city to take care of a few matters, but I'll be back on the front line later. I thought I told you.
Ah! Oh, yes. That's right.
Sis, you look a bit pale. Did something happen?
No. Why would anything have happened?
Also, sie ist echt nicht gut im Lügen.
You don't normally use my full name.
You said you hate it when I call you bro in public. Well, I agree. It'd sound better if I started using your full name. Right, Brosif?
You can call me whatever you like. Look, Serval, I'm here on official business today. There's something wrong with the barrier generator device, and the engineers in our unit don't know how to fix it. I need you to take a look.
Those guys can't think outside the box. Of course they can't wrap their heads around my design. I thought it was something big. Leave it here. I'll take a look.
Sorry to trouble you.
Why are you being so polite? Oh, and why is the city under curfew all of a sudden? Has something happened?
I've been instructed to keep it quiet.
Lil Jeppy. So grown up now, looking down on his civilian sister.
Don't say that. Forget it. If I don't tell you, Pela will. Last night, Lady Bronya suddenly appeared. She entered Klapoth Fort without saying anything to anyone. The Supreme Guardian is worried that the three intruders may have followed Bronya out of the Fragmentum and back into the administrative district. She issued a curfew for the entire city and ordered us to pursue and capture any suspicious individuals.
Ah, so that's how it is. No wonder I haven't heard from Bronya. Is she all right?
I'm not sure. She hasn't left Klapoth Fort. The Supreme Guardian just said she'd returned. Nothing more.
Well, I was sure worried about her. After she disappeared, Pela's workload doubled. She said she barely had time to go out.
She really does tell you everything. Oh, by the way, I left my Goethe Hotel limited edition flask behind last time I was here. Let me have a look for it. I think I left it over...
Uh-oh.
Wait!
What is it? You seem pretty off today, Serval.
It's, right. You remember how you neglected all those flowers to death? I piled them all over there during a bit of spring cleaning, and now they smell terrible. So, don't go over there.
Seems like a strange reason not to take a look. Plus, am I supposed to believe you were spring cleaning? You must be up to more forbidden research.
Am not? How dare you? What do you take your sister for?
Never mind. This is your space, and I shouldn't intrude. I've got business to take care of. Bye for now.
Hey, wait a sec. Those intruders. I wanted to ask, what crime have they committed?
They're plotting to overthrow the architects and bring harm to the city.
Huh. Reminds me of the accusations against me. Kokolia's methods haven't changed.
Don't say that, Serval. I know that you're still nursing a grievance against the Supreme Guardian. But this isn't a joking matter.
You're telling me off again? Fine. Whatever, bro. You better be going. Come listen to Pela in my next rehearsal.
I will, if I have the time.
The coast is clear. You can come out now.